Texas, though, is considered Super Tuesday's crown jewel for the presidential hopefuls. It could be a turning point in most of the campaigns. Alicia Inns is joining us from one of the many polling places with more on what's at stake. Good morning, Alicia.
Hey, good morning, John. Yeah, and Texas is the largest state in the presidential primary for Super Tuesday. Could really here make or break the campaign for Texas native son Ted Cruz. But we want to talk about what is at stake here, what's important in this race here. Well, 155 Republican delegates, 252 Democratic ones, though 30 of those are super delegates who can support anyone at the party's convention. That's more than the 4 states that have already voted combined. Most of those delegates have already made up their minds, and in fact, the Associated Press found that 18 of the Texas superdelegates have committed to back Hillary Clinton. Well, the Texas primary could set up an interesting situation for Republicans here, because if one candidate gets enough votes, they could walk away with all of the delegates, giving them a very big boost in this race. Well, here's an in-depth look at how this works here. If one candidate gets more than 50% of the vote, they get all 155 delegates in Texas, among the biggest prize so far. But if the top candidate gets less than 50%, the delegates will be split proportionally. And voters, for you, Texas really matters here.
This is one of those elections in which voters are much more in the center of the process in Texas than they've been in a long time. And so the sense of it mattering and the sense of inclusion in something that has a lot of national attention, I think, should really motivate voters.
All right, so parents and drivers, I want to take this time to just remind you, a lot of these polling locations are actually schools. I'm at Zilker Elementary here in South Austin. They open at 7 a.m. And just so a word of caution, you might want to take your time and slow down around these areas. There's going to be a lot of people not only going to and from school, but also walking in and out to cast their vote today. Just an extra reminder as you head out the door. Reporting in South Austin, Alicia Inns, KXAN News.
That's something good to think about, Alicia. Thank you very much. So she mentioned the superdelegates. Who gets to be a superdelegate? Well, it consists of Democrats in Congress, like Congressman Lloyd Doggett. They also include certain members of the National Democratic Committee. There are more than 700 superdelegates in all.